What's up guys, it's Jensen and welcome to another video. So I was trying to create the all-time NBA starting lineup, and the mistake I didn't want to make that many people make is that many people, they put just their favorite starting five, or they put the starting five where too many players need the ball and it might not work out. I didn't want to make that mistake. So I wanted to find dudes who can score with the ball, who could do stuff without the ball. A team that would be explosive offensively, but also they could lock down defensively. A team with multiple switchable defenders. I really wanted a perfect team, and this is a team that I came up with. At point guard, I got Steph Curry. Obviously, he's the greatest three-point shooter of all time. He can shoot from half court. He's a great passer. He's unselfish. And other than perhaps not being that great of a defender, there isn't really a knock on Steph Curry in my opinion. But that's why at shooting guard, I had to go with Michael Jordan. Obviously the greatest of all time. We know how clutch he is. He has a great mid-range game. And the thing that we forget about Jordan sometimes is that he's also a great defender. So he's going to be able to cover for Steph Curry. And Steph Curry's limitation defensively is not going to be an issue with a guy like Michael Jordan there. But here's where things get interesting. At small forward, I went with Klay Thompson. And even though he's listed as a shooting guard, he can also play small forward. He's 6'7". But I didn't want a guy who was too ball dominant, so I immediately ruled out LeBron. I could have gone with KD here, but I was worried that Steph plus Jordan plus KD, that's three dudes who need the ball in their hands a lot. I wasn't sure how that would work out, so I went with Klay because we know he can be a catch and shoot player. He doesn't need to dribble the ball that much to make an impact. He doesn't really need to even score to make an impact because he's a versatile defender. Just him running off the three-point line too on offense, that itself makes him a big-time threat offensively, even without even touching the ball. So I think that ultimately Klay Thompson slots in well at the small forward. At power forward, I kind of downsized a little. I went with Scottie Pippen. Even though he's listed as a small forward, you can theoretically play him at power forward because he's 6'8". He does the dirty work. Obviously, he's a switchable defender. One of the greatest wing defenders in NBA history. Michael Jordan's wingman, essentially. And he could put the ball in the bucket, too. He could really do a lot of things. And I think Scottie Pippen, one of the more underrated players in NBA history. Obviously, a six-time champion. So I think that Scottie Pippen at power forward, that's perfect. And at center, I went with Bill Russell. Maybe one of the most underrated players of all time. Obviously, he's one of the greatest defenders in NBA history. But people forget, this dude can put the ball in the bucket too. He can also rebound. His vertical is amazing. He has amazing physical tools. And I think that sometimes we knock Bill Russell for the era he played in where players weren't that great. And that's fair. But that shouldn't really take away from Bill Russell's greatness. This dude is one of the greatest players to ever live. So that's my starting five. And in my opinion, this is the perfect lineup. You're not beating this lineup. I mean, think about it. Steph and Jordan are going to have the ball in their hands a lot. Steph can really space the floor. Jordan can do more of the mid-range stuff. He can be the clutch finisher. Klay Thompson running off the three-point line, but also he can shoot the mid-range. He can slash at the hoop. Klay Thompson can do a lot of things. I think that makes him the perfect small forward. Scottie Pippen, he can put the ball in the bucket too. Let's not forget. And also Bill Russell. So you have five dudes who can put the ball in the bucket. But other than Steph on defense, you have four dudes who are really good at defense. And, I mean, Klay and Scottie Pippen don't really need the ball. You can argue Bill Russell in this offense, he wouldn't really need the ball either to make an impact. Because I wanted to keep the ball in the hands of one or two guys who are just special. That's the guys whom I decide were Steph Curry and Michael Jordan, obviously. You can really speed it up with this team. There'd be a nightmare in transition and on the fast break. At the same time, you can slow it down with Michael Jordan, play more ISO ball. I mean, you're not beating this starting lineup, and that's the bottom line. I wanted to create the perfect starting lineup. I think this is the perfect starting lineup because ultimately there isn't a real weakness here. We have to consider rebounding too, but Bill Russell, he's a great rebounder. Scottie Pippen and Klay Thompson, they do their jobs rebounding. Michael Jordan, not a bad rebounder either. Maybe that's the one weakness. It's a good rebounding team, but not a great one. Other than that, it's a perfect starting lineup. You have unselfish guys. You have guys at the same time who want the ball in their hands. I mean, you're not beating this lineup, but feel free in the comment section to post your starting lineup that you think would beat my perfect starting lineup. But that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Please like and subscribe. I'll be providing more NFL and NBA hot takes as the season goes on, and have a good day. Remember to follow me on Twitter, Jensen Sports. See y'all later.